Hello students, welcome to LSAT with Abhishek sir. In this series of YouTube videos, I will cover all the sections of LSAT which will give a good direction to your LSAT preparation. I will share the techniques that have helped my students ace this exam. I run exclusive LSAT batches in which my students have consistently scored over 99 percentile. In fact, 2 out of every 4 students have scored over 90 percentile in these batches. To be a part of this batch, you may WhatsApp or call me at the number on your screen, or you may also email at the ID given.
So the question that I'll discuss today, you can download the question in the PDF form. The link is given in the description. So you can just click on that and download the PDF format. The way I suggest to go about this question is first try it on your own, give it 5-6 minutes, and then you can come to the solution. All right. If you don't download the question, you can pause the video, try to attempt the question, and then listen to the audio. So in LSAT AR sets, before you start solving a question, guys, one thing that you should do is you should read all the questions that follow, right? So there are 5 questions, you read all of them and invest the time in organizing the information, understanding what the set is all about, and give it a thought that if I were to organize the information in the form of a diagram, how could I do that, or how would I do that? So practice that. This is a big skill in clearing your LSAT AR section. Now, if you look at this question, let's say this is how I'll form or organize the information. So it says these are the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each digit occurs exactly once in any code. The second digit has a value exactly twice that of the first digit. So what are the combinations? What are the cases possible, guys, in which the second digit has a value exactly twice that of the first digit? There are 2 chances, right? There are 2 possibilities, 1 and 2, or 2 and 4. These are the possibilities, right? In which the second is twice of the first. These are the only 2 possibilities. So when I use 1 and 2, I am left with 0, 3 and 4. So let's look at the cases that we can make. Now it says the third digit is less than the value of the 5th digit. So when I'm exploring this case of 1 and 2, my third digit could be any of these values, but we will make the cases in a structured manner. How do I do that? I place my third value as 0. So if my third value is 0, fourth could be 3 and 4, is satisfy all the condition. This has to be more than this, or this could be 0, this could be 4, and this could be 3, right? So third value being 0, these are the cases that are possible. So I am exhausted with the cases with third digit being 0. Now let me place the third digit as 3. If this is 3, the last digit has to be 4. There is no other chance, because this value has to be greater than this value, and this value has to be 0. This value has to be 0. Can I have in number 3 this value as 4? Is that possible? Can my third digit be 4? No, third digit can't be 4, because if this is 4, this value cannot be more than 4, because 4 is the highest digit. So these are the cases possible when my first and second digit are 1 and 2. So these are the 3 cases possible. Now I go to case number 2, wherein my first digit is 2 and my second digit is twice of it, which is 4. So if I fix this, the remaining values are 0, 1 and 3. So now I make the cases in a similar fashion. So I place my third digit as 0. So fourth could be 1 or 3, or it could be 0, 3 and 1, because in both the cases, this digit is greater than the third digit. The third case could be, I'll keep it 1. So this has to be 3 in this case. It can't be 0, because this value has to be more than 1. And then this will be 0. I can't have my third digit as 3, because if my third digit is 3, it would be highest. It would be more than the 5th digit. So these are the 3 cases when I make 2 and 4. So in overall, totally there are 6 cases that are possible. Right? Now I solve the question. So the call that you have to take in the beginning of the question itself is, do I make all the cases, or do I go question by question? With sufficient practice, I'll do lots of questions on my channel here. You would understand, or you will rather develop the skill to understand when to make all the cases before you start solving the question, and when to go one by one. In this case, it makes sense to make all the cases before you start solving the question. So these are all my questions, all my cases. Now let's go question by question. If the last digit of an acceptable product code is 1, so of the 6 cases, you're talking about this. If the last digit of an acceptable product code is 1, it must be true that, okay, first digit is 2. Yes. If the last code is 1, first has to be 2. So the answer is A. Let me go to question number 2. Which one of the following, please, this is important, must be or could be. Must be means that of all the cases possible, the correct choice has to be true in all the cases. Whereas could be means if it could be possible in one of the cases, but need not be true in all the cases, right? So which one of the following must be true about any acceptable product code? Digit 1 appears in some position before 2. Now look at this one. It is true here, true here, true here, but not true here. So A, this is a could be case, not a must be case. Look at option number B. 1 appears in some position before 3. 1 is before 3, correct. 1 is before 3, correct. Correct. In this case, it is correct. Here, see, only one case it is incorrect, which is good enough for us to cancel this choice. This is also a could be case because in this case, 1 is not before 3. 2 appears in some position before the digit 3. 2 is before 3, yes. 2 is before 3, yes. 2 is before 3, yes. In all the cases, 2 is before 3. So it's a must be case and this is the correct answer. The moment you get the answer, don't waste your time in looking at any other choice. You waste a lot of time, right? Okay, third. If the digit of an acceptable product code is not 0, if the third digit is not 0, so you're not talking about this, you're not talking about this, you're not talking about this. So there are two cases that you might be talking of, this and this. If the third digit of an acceptable product code is not 0, which of the following must be true? Again, importance is on the word must be, which means of the two cases remaining, it has to be true in both the cases, right? So now look at this one. Second digit of the product code is 2. In this case it is, in this case it is not, so it's a could be case. Look at option B. So this is out. The third digit of the product code is 3. Again, here it is correct, here it is not, so it's a could be case. Look at option C. The fourth digit of the product code is 0. You look at both the cases, fourth is 0. So this is the correct answer. It's a must be case, right? So third is the answer is C. Number 4. Any of the following pairs could be the third and fourth digit, which means this and this column, these two columns of an acceptable product code, except, as in the correct choice will not be number 3 and 4. It won't be possible for it to be the number third digit and fourth digit. Look at 0 and 1. 0 and 1 is possible here, so it cannot be the answer. The question is except 3 and 4. 3 and 4, look at all the cases, nowhere you have 3 as third digit and 4 as fourth digit. So this is the correct answer because the question was except. 1 and 0 is possible here, 3 and 0 is possible here, right? So the correct answer is B. Which of the following must be true about any acceptable product code? So it has to be true in all the 6 cases. There is exactly one digit between 0 and 1. Exactly 1, 0 and 1. This is correct. This is correct. Here you have 2. So this is gone. There is exactly one digit between 1 and 2. Here there is not even one digit. So that is also gone. There are at most 2 digits between 1 and 3. At most means it could be less than 2, but cannot be more than 2. So you cannot have more than 2 digits between 1 and 3. Here, first case, it is true. Second case, it is not true. If you look at this case, you have 1, 2, and 3 digits between 1 and 3. So this is also gone. So obviously, this will be the correct answer. There are at most 2 digits between 2 and 4, as in you can't have more than 2 digits between 2 and 4. So here, in this case, you had 2. In this case, you had 1. In this case, you had 2. In this case, you have 0. Yes, correct. So fifth, D is the answer. So these were the 5 questions, guys, in this particular question set. I have put in multiple questions here, so you can check the videos for that. As I've said, I run multiple batches. So the choices that you can have, you can join for the exclusive batch, or you can have one-on-one classes with me, or you can select specific topics. So let's say you can study with me for, let's say, only RC or only LR or only AR. If you like what I'm putting up on the channel, subscribe to my channel, like it, And yeah, if you want me to do anything else, put it on the comment section, guys. See you in the next class. Till then, take care and enjoy your learning.